Hello, movie patient, and welcome to Film Therapy. I'm Brienne, also known as Miss Movies, also known as your film therapist. I am not a real therapist, but I play one on the internet just for this show. And as with every session of film therapy, I have a guest patient, and my guest patient today is Charley Feldman. Hello, Charley. Welcome.
This is where I swoop in.
It is. Now,
Hello.
I forgot to tell you, these microphones are cheap, so they have to be
Okay,
really
so
close to
really
your
close.
mouth.
It
And then when you
matches
turn, it
my
has to be
itchy
close.
and scratchy shirt,
I
so I
like that.
appreciate you coordinating with my outfit choices.
I didn't even plan that, but I also had a blue, so blue could have kind of worked
Could have.
too.
It's all about primary colors.
That's right. And unfortunately, this primary color does not match my pink. But
That's
you know what? Oh
okay.
well.
It's complimentary-ish.
What's funny is, yeah, I do have a blue microphone,
Yeah.
so it really is primary colors.
I love that.
It took me teaching first grade to learn
To learn
like
the primary
that
colors.
primary
The
colors
wheel.
are red, yellow, and blue. And then I was like, why do all these teachers have like the color wheel up? And then I realized, oh, they have their kids put red, yellow, and blue, and then they use those three colors to create the rest of the wheel.
They gotta learn CMYK now that we're in a ink and that sort
Hmm.
of special place in our lives. We're not using paints as much as we're using like
Right?
ink.
I'm going to turn you up just
This
a
is
little bit.
fun. Hi guys.
So here's how the show works. If you have never
Oh,
joined
James.
us for
Hey.
film therapy, what I'm
This
going to
is
do,
great. Are you a
yeah,
part of my HMO? I didn't ask.
I should hope so, but
I
I'm
need my
not. I'm
insurance to cover this. I
definitely.
can't even.
Okay. It would be, you know what? I'll call them after.
Can you?
You just let me know.
We'll send an invoice.
But here's how it works. I'm going to ask Charley three questions about film. They're the same three questions each time until I decide to change them. What is a film that inspires you? What is a film or a scene from a film that triggers a memory from you?
Triggered.
Perhaps it's painful, maybe it's happy. And what is a film that helps you through difficult times? So those are the three questions. And I started the show because I suffer from depression. And I find that movies and
Hey, what
sometimes
up?
TV, we all do, right? I mean,
Yes.
I'm
Crippling anxiety,
that's
especially with
right.
this news cycle. Super fun. Really love that we're doing this throwback Red Dawn thing.
Oh.
Super stoked about it. Didn't stay up all night. It's fine.
Mm.
Hey, Eric. We got Eric, got Sam, got Hi, Neil.
All
Awesome
the hits,
people.
all the great ones.
Really good
Ben
people.
McElroy, Jack
Oh, Ben.
Shipley, Neil Varma,
Jack. I owe
Eric
him a message.
Monroe. You owe him a
I
message.
do. I'm gonna be doing his show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tough
Yeah.
on the Tough channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Scheduling
great.
that.
Sam Anderson, thank you all for joining us
Thanks for
in the
joining,
in we call it
guys.
in the waiting room. So they're in the
Oh, I
waiting
like
room.
that.
Yes, I know it's so special, isn't it?
She's got better magazines than anybody because they're accompanied with like storybooks and dolls, and
Hmm.
it's so cool. I wish more rooms had that instead of like time,
That's true. Or just like yeah, just staring at a wall.
guns and ammo.
Hmm.
Yeah, no.
Before we get into our questions, let's get to know Charley a little bit more. Who are you? Where are you
Who
from?
am
What's all
I?
that good stuff? Tell us.
So I is Charlie. I was with Screen Junkies and Screen Junkies News.
Hmm.
I was their main writer for a while, then less main, then guesting, and that's where I currently stand.
Hmm.
I also run a female collective of geeks called
Nice.
Chickbait. We haven't done any content in a year because we made a movie about Gem and the Holograms. It's a fan film
Ooh.
of Gem that we kickstarted, and I'm still in post production on that.
Okay, so
It
it's
looks
still
really cool
getting
though.
worked out.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a lot of special
Awesome.
effects. It's pretty fun though. It's pretty. It's truly. I need to stay on brand.
Truly,
That's my
truly,
fault.
truly outrageous. Whoa, 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 jam.
I'm always gonna be associated with that, and I'm so okay with it. It's such a
Yeah.
fun show.
Did you know that in the Schmodown, my faction is called the Misfits or
I did.
Misfits?
How could I not notice that
I,
immediately? I'm like, I don't think she's like a punk, but maybe you're into punk. I don't know. Could be
I
misfits.
mean, you never know. You never know. With two S's. Miss
Misfits.
for Miss Movies.
When Eric and I get on this train, like I think that's a
Hmm.
power
Yes,
quadruplet
you can join the
squad.
Deadly Viper Assassination Squad, which is what we also call
I
it.
love it. I
Which
love
one
it.
will you be? Cottonmouth?
Oh man, so what are the options?
Um,
Cottonmouth.
the
It's
only ones
the
left are
bride.
Copperhead. That could be you because
Black
you got the
Mamba.
hair.
I should have
That's
been
me.
Black Mamba. You're Black Mamba. You would be
Sorry,
Black Mamba. Yeah.
Stacy is California Mountain Snake. You could be Sidewinder or
I think it was side.
Cottonmouth
I feel
or
like with the hair,
Copperhead.
it's a very sidewinder. Was
That's why.
sidewinder?
Well, that's why Copperhead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't
Copperhead.
know. I don't know.
Been a long time since seeing Kill Bill. God, those were so good.
I know they are good, right?
Sorry, who am I don't know. I write. I do lots of that's their thing, and pursuing really fun stuff on that front too. I can't
Hmm.
really talk about it yet,
Lots of
but
content that you're creating.
content creating that it's maybe not in the digital space. I
Oh,
might be going outside, maybe going to the big world, but I can't again
wow.
talk about it yet.
Okay, I understand that. And you're from
Sworn to
Los
secrecy.
Angeles, or did
I am
you?
one of those rare non-transplants. I'm
Ah,
from the San Fernando Valley, so when I travel, I just say LA.
yes.
Or if I want to get frisky, I'd be like, I'm where the porn's from.
Oh,
Uh,
Burbank.
well, all around Chatsworth, Granada, Northridge.
Sure.
It's a melange of porn. Yeah,
That
that's
is.
where I'm from. But I was born in Beverly Hills because
Mhm.
Cedar Sinai. But yeah, raised in the valley.
Nice.
Can
Okay.
you tell by my outrageous accent?
Yes, always.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Is
gag
that how
me.
it's supposed to? Oh, yes. Very Valley girl.
Very.
I was
Own a
just thinking
cage.
about my kids with Valley Girl. I was thinking about my kids doing Boom Chicka Boom at camp. You know that
I
chant?
said a boom,
Yeah.
chicka
And then they go
boom.
into Valley Girl style. Like I said, like a boom chicka
Which is
boom.
just everybody now, because that just like
That is.
transversed our nation, and we all say like between everything or
Mm-hmm. That is definitely something I need to
I'm
work on
sorry. I'm
for sure.
sorry.
Hey, Laura, I didn't see you come into the
Ah,
waiting room. It's good to see you. All right, so let's get into our first
do
question
it.
with
Analyze
Charlie.
me.
I want to know, what is a film that inspires you?
So when I was thinking about this, because spoiler, I got these questions ahead of time. My thought actually didn't go to content of film. Maybe it should
Okay,
have. It
that's
went
fine.
to some just a artist who's inspiring me right now. And I thought of the Love Witch from last year, Anna
Mm.
Biller. And if it's Anna Biller, I'm sorry, I tried to look that up before I came. But Anna Biller is incredible. So if you don't know the plot of Love Witch, did
I
you see
don't.
it?
I've never seen it.
Oh, you should definitely see it.
Okay.
It's she takes offense to it being called pastiche, so I will avoid that. It's in the style of sort of 60s like horror, but also
Okay.
just that sort of like gauzy, beautiful color. She's got big like blue eyeshadow. And it's so she's looking for love in all the wrong places, and those places are where she murders people. That
Oh.
she murders men. She transfixes them with her love powers. And then yeah, she does a lot of man murdering, which is not what inspires me, but eyebrow raise maybe a little. No. So what inspires me is she wrote, she directed, she did
Okay.
the freaking blankets that, or sorry, the rugs, the throw rugs. She made everything, and
Wait, she knitted them?
she knitted them or
Oh,
whatever,
I'm gonna put
crochet,
this closer to
macrame,
your
whatever.
mouth.
Sorry, got to eat. Got,
Gotta
I was
eat
gonna
the
make a
mic.
I was make a horrible Simpsons D joke. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you have me on thing.
Well, microphones are a little phallic, so
Yes. I was also gonna say Smurf D earlier, so this is you can't take me anywhere. But you should definitely see. So yeah, she created the rugs from scratch.
Mhm.
She did everything, and as someone who considers herself a burgeoning filmmaker, that's inspiring to me. That she
Mhm.
was so hands on. She had a fully realized concept, and she saw it through in such a gorgeous, interesting, unique way.
So you're inspired by the individual that created this art.
Yes, less the man killing, way more the artist
Okay.
behind.
Awesome. Okay, so because what is so important about this is, like, you're a creator, so you are looking for people that are like you in the industry that are going to do all the parts of the movie. Oh,
And they
pretty
don't have
much.
to, like, they don't have to use the whole buffalo in a person. They just I'm just she doesn't come from a background where she knows somebody. She just had an idea and she made it
Mhm.
work with her previous films. Then she gained notoriety from that through the film circuit, the film festival circuit. So that's sort of gumption, that true American spirit of I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bootstraps and get on my way. I definitely respond to that.
I can't imagine. I mean, creating content alone is so difficult, but like this content is a lot of work, which is seems ridiculous. It
It is
feels like,
totally a
oh,
lot of
I
work.
should just be able to turn this on, invite my friend over. No, that's not really how it works. Like, you got to schedule things. You have to make
Absolutely.
sure that you have guests each week. You have to have them understand what the show is about and what their role is when they come here, and then you have to set it all up.
Yeah.
And I'm a one woman show here, but like
You're Marvel.
I'm not
You're
creating
wonderful.
like content that's creative in terms of like I'm not writing a script and
But
putting it together in
it's
that.
man
I'm not
hours.
knitting, this background. I don't even know how to properly light this thing yet.
The
I'll
lighting looks great.
learn.
I'm enjoying it.
It's called the beauty light. It's a ring.
I feel
For those
great
that
about
don't
it. I want
know.
this to follow me wherever I go.
It's pretty amazing. I will say.
Are they having stream issues?
I believe someone can hear us but cannot see us.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
So I apologize to you
This is
that
one of the
cannot
million
see
reasons I
us.
wish I knew American Sign Language. It would be helpful in these circumstances.
But if they can't see us, but
That's
they
true.
could hear us.
They could hear us. Okay, then that we're just screwed on that. But to go back to why I chose this. I come from a theater background. I didn't
Right.
go to school for film. I actually went for theater because I transferred, and USC's film school is really hard to transfer into. Basically,
It
you
is.
can't. You just have to get there
I
as
didn't
a
know
freshman.
you were an SC alum as well.
Are you USC?
Fight on,
What up,
fight on.
Reaction to the mics. There you go.
Oh, that
There you go.
is true. My goodness, so many connections. So many connections. I'm sure I'm a bit older than you, but yeah.
What school?
I was in School of Theater.
You're. That's amazing.
Ah! So many
were you
connections.
BA, BFA.
Oh my gosh, I was not BFA.
Me either. Me either.
Okay, because I came in as a sophomore, undecided as
Yeah.
a transfer sophomore because I went to the junior college for a year, wanted to go into film, and they said
They said no.
don't apply as a film person, get in some other way,
Yes.
and then transfer into film. So I was working on that.
Oh my god.
Didn't realize that like critical studies was an option for some reason. I wasn't very smart as a younger person.
You're doing your own thing.
I didn't realize that was even an on the table option. I thought it's just production, and I was cool with that because I was really good at editing music.
Oh, cool.
Like, and when I say editing music, I mean 2 cassettes next to each other.
That's
and like the
amazing.
record like at the right time. I was really good
Were
at
you
that.
queen of the mixtape?
Yes,
That's
queen
so
of the
badass.
mixtape. And so I thought that could transfer into film and editing film, and so that's what I was interested in, and then realized, hey, probably not gonna make that happen. Why don't I do theater? Because I really love, that's my second love is theater.
I didn't know that. This is
Hooray! Yay!
You should still consider doing editing. The software is such that it's very intuitive. And
That's true.
It's not as tedious as like
as it was
stringing.
before when you
cutting.
actually cut it,
Yeah,
which I'd probably be better at. I'd probably be better at the old school.
cutting and
Mhm.
well, there's a reason why it was a typically women's area is because they were
Hmm.
like, oh, women, they know how to sew. They can sew things together.
Show this movie.
Yeah.
Ha!
In the papers. I'm not good at accents. I'm not a good McGee.
Did you ever take theater and therapy with Brett Blair?
No, I didn't. I was
Okay.
on a pretty, even though I was BA, I was one of 2 people in the entire school of theater who were interested in directing. So I got
Okay.
a tremendous amount of attention. I took a lot of MFA classes because of it.
Got it.
Because I was like, I got there and I was like, I did at one point want to be an actor. And then I got there and I was like, oh, I'm terrible at acting. I'm really not good at this. Those people are. You know who's 4 years ahead of me or 3 years ahead of me? Deborah Ann Wall, who's on Daredevil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I was like, who
she's
is my
amazing.
alumni? Patrick J. Adams on Suits. He's from my year. He
That's
didn't. He
amazing.
like was in my classes, but didn't graduate my same year because he like went off to do old school, and so had to go
Good
back
for
and
him.
finish his classes because one of the teachers was like, no, you can't just not be here and get credit. So sorry.
That feels
Sometimes
fair.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
And that was an attempt on the newsroom voice. I'm not good at voices. I'm not a good actor. This is what we've just learned. but I am good. I feel at writing, and I'm good at
Mhm.
directing. And there were enough writers that I was like, I'm going to differentiate myself. And I got to assistant direct a lot of the staff, like not colleagues, the teachers stuff. I can't.
Oh,
speak.
that's not. Oh, yeah, like when they would perform for like, was it? I can't remember. It's like when new students are coming in.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, they would perform.
They
They
do
were
performance, but
excellent.
they would do the actual student productions, like
Mhm.
and then I would assistant direct for that something called After Juliet, which is basically the
Hmm.
sequel to Romeo and Juliet. Where
Oh,
it's written by Keira Knightley's mom.
interesting. Is
Yeah,
it any good?
it shouldn't have been made, but it's
Okay,
not
okay.
hateful.
All right, all right.
Best I'll give
So
it.
just a meh.
Just a definite meh.
Okay.
Uh, way back. Why I brought up theater in the first place, but I'm so stoked we got to talk about that. Is YouTube has felt like theater. Like I gave up theater,
Definitely.
and it feels the same sort of impetus of like, let's put on a show, guys. And you have this
Hmm.
idea, you assemble your team, and then you do it. You put it out
That's
there for
right.
people.
That's absolutely it. This is theater, kind of.
Yeah,
Kind of.
it's interactive theater.
It is interactive theater. I'm not like doing a script, like we said, but still kind of theater.
Yeah,
Schmodown can be theater with those
Schmodown is
entrances.
100% theater.
Yeah.
Schmodown is this is gonna be so silly. It's something opera buffa was the
Mm,
opera that was purely comedic and outrageous, and
nice.
that's I totally believe I almost wrote a paper on this.
Yes.
It's so lame. How wrestling is specifically the new opera buffa because it's for the people and people respond to like
Yes.
dick jokes and colors and lots of action. So Schmodown, opera buffa. Go
Totally.
up to Mark, he'll know exactly what we're
100%.
talking about.
Well, now what we're going to be talking about is
Yes.
what is a film or a scene from a film that triggers a memory for you? Perhaps it's painful, maybe it's happy.
We're gonna get serious because so I went with two very recent films because I guess they were on my mind. But have you seen Final Girls?
Final Girls?
Yeah,
I have not.
it's a very good horror comedy that came out last year. I think it's on Amazon. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Great cast. Vera Farmiga, or her sister, the younger one, the other
Okay.
Farmiga, the one
The
who's
other
on
Formiga.
the other formidable Farmiga. Uh, she's in it, and the woman who was Silk Spectre in Watchmen, whose name escapes me,
You know what?
is
It
poorly
happens.
cast.
Sometimes the waiting room will let us know.
Let us know,
Let
please.
us
Final
know.
Girls is
Let
it's
us
really I
know.
liked it a lot. I think and also maybe from Arrested Development's in
Oh,
it.
yeah. I like
I
her.
don't know anyone's names
It's
today.
okay. She's maybe from Arrested Development. Doesn't
She
matter.
is. You know who I'm
We
talking
know.
about.
We know.
So why this
Malin
was
Ackerman?
Malin Ackerman is so she plays the mom. She plays
Hmm.
Farmiga's mom.
Okay.
Thank you, Malin Ackerman. And so they're stuck. It's kind of like that
Test.
Schwarzenegger movie where he goes into the movie.
Oh, Last Action
Last act.
Hero.
No, this is see now we're on Schmo now.
That
We
that
don't
is
know
the one
anything.
where he goes
Is
into
that
the
yeah,
yeah.
it is okay.
He
I'm
is.
fucking
He's like the character from the
yes,
movie. Yeah.
yes.
That's
So
Last
they
Action
go
Hero.
into the movie. Her
Ooh.
mother, Malin Ackerman. You know this really early on, so this is not a spoiler. Dies in a car crash. This is in the first 5 minutes. And she was in this cult horror film that's very similar to what would I say? It's more similar to Friday the 13th than any of them because it takes
Okay.
place at a summer camp.
Always a favorite of mine. If it takes place at a summer camp,
You're in?
I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, I love that. Uh, so so they get into the movie and it loops like a movie, which is really fun.
Ooh.
But there's a point where the entire point of the film is this mother-daughter relationship and seeing spending a little bit more time with her mom. And
So she mother passes.
yes,
She's in this movie now, and her mother's alive in the movie. So
yes,
now she can spend time
her
with her
mother's the
mother.
character
Right.
as a
Yes. Okay.
teenager because Malin Ackerman is playing a teenager.
Okay.
Good
Sure.
for you, Malin. Way to stick it to the casting gods on that. So why this was triggering for me, emotionally triggering, is my mom is 4 years past. So
Okay.
anything to do with moms in general will have me
Right.
absolutely bawling. And just the idea, I think everyone who loses a parent or someone really dear to them dreams of that sort of moment where you like get just a
Mm-hmm.
couple minutes, get a little bit of time. You have those
Right.
dreams where you spend more time with them in your dreams. And yeah, I was a mess during a certain point in the movie.
I want to know.
Oof.
Okay. So is this? Do you know if this is available on
It's
Netflix?
streaming. It's definitely
Okay.
streaming. I don't know if it's Netflix still. but it's
Okay.
definitely on one of those. It's worth it.
When you saw it for the first time, did you kind of go in knowing a little bit about it? Did you know that that was kind of the
A
story,
little
or?
bit. I forgot if I heard friends who frolicked off to Fantastic
Mhm.
Fest if they had seen it, but I had heard early good buzz, but I didn't know how intense that would have
Mhm.
been for me. Sometimes I avoid movies like that because it's just
Sure.
I don't want to bum myself out too
Right.
hard.
Because 4 years ago, was it sickness or
Ooh, it is a long
accident?
story.
Okay.
So, since we're on
On a
your
therapy show,
a
you
therapy
share
show,
what you'd like.
I bring up because she struggled her whole life since basically puberty with mental illness.
Hmm.
She had, I'd say, it's tough with a lot of, I don't know how much you know about other things outside of depression, but with some very serious mental illness, it's more of a combination of things. It's not really one thing. So
Right.
she was diagnosed with bipolar 1, well, manic depression, then bipolar 1, because they changed the name over the years.
Okay.
um but what she experienced was closer to what people think of as schizophrenia. So she would hallucinate, she
Wow.
wouldn't be there at all, or she was very, very, very imaginative with her hallucinations. My favorite one that I can remember from when I was very, very little, she believed was it Hugo Boss or Calvin Klein? One of the Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren in his designer jeans were creating babies out of the pockets, and she would
Okay.
see them come out of the pockets, and it
Oh.
was like, I don't know if it was a world domination thing, but like she would tell me about, like, oh yeah, the babies that are being bred in the pockets, and we gotta take care of them. We gotta take care of all the babies coming out of the pockets. It was a really interesting science fiction conceit. My mom was really imaginative for someone who's not always there. And the super sad thing is she's an immigrant, and she just wanted to
Hmm.
be an American, and she no accent, like she. Oh, this long story. I'm sorry to get long winded.
No.
So she came over post World War II.
Okay.
One of the displaced persons from Poland. So there's a picture of my mom in my grandfather's arms as a little baby at the Hollywood Bowl. Her little
Oh.
Brana Moskowitz and Hyman Moskowitz's arms. And they followed them for a year. I have all these newspaper clippings about it. But yeah, all she
Wow.
wanted was to be typical. She was changing from Brana to Barbara. And it was really sad that sort of life dealt her this card of mental illness, where she couldn't be normal at
How was
all.
that for you growing up?
Rough. It was very rough. My brother's much older than I am, so when my parents divorced, hi, this is therapy now. Hello. When they did get divorced, it was me and my mom. She had most of the custody. I had to be with my dad on weekends, and
Hmm.
I was dealing with her pills and trying to keep her stable. And she would only really have bad breaks when she would like the dosage would change, or she would
Right.
just be like, "Fuck it, I hate feeling numb," which is a thing
Hmm.
that I don't blame her for. Um, so it was tough. It was tough, but all she wanted in her entire life was to be normal and
Hmm.
to love her family. Like she wanted kids. She wanted a girl super bad. So
Hmm.
I was the most wanted child.
Aw.
Thanks.
Most wanted. Your brother's like, thanks, mom.
Yeah, he was more of an accident. They were like, "Meh." Sorry, Russell.
How did your parents meet?
They met in a very I laugh because I don't know if I've ever heard the true story. I have heard bits and pieces. My dad is a lawyer in LA, and I think he
Mhm.
got in this like LA Hollywood lawyer thing a little bit. He's not an
Mm.
entertainment lawyer by any means, but I think he got in that racket really early on.
Okay.
And someone had like lawyer parties where
Lawyer
lawyers
parties.
lawyers can meet young chippies who are
Oh.
who are from LA, hot
Who are
girls.
looking for sugar daddies.
Yes. So I don't know if that's how it happened. My mom and her sister went, and my dad hit on my aunt first, and they hate each other now. So it's really funny to think about that. Hit on her
Mhm.
first, and then was like, this isn't working out. I'm gonna go for the little one because they're much.
Did he
They're,
know that they were related?
yes, I think he
Okay.
did. He must have.
That's funny. He's like, here's some sisters.
Totally. Getting the
Which
sister
one of
act.
these
Sup.
will be with me?
My mom had this is could be apocryphal, but she said she had a flower in her hair and she like dressed the nines. She's a sweet lady. She's a
Aw.
really, really nice woman.
And so they got married.
They got married. Yeah, they got married. Almost didn't. Almost
Okay.
didn't. My papa, he had a long talk with my dad about like he had just found out really 'cause she had a breakdown really close to the wedding, was having just had a wedding. I get it.
It's stressful.
It's really stressful. Um,
And all of that stress is pretty much on the bride for the most part.
for us, I was my husband, he was the bridezilla. He had
Oh,
way
nice.
stronger opinions on things. I wanted a backyard wedding like BYOB kind of thing,
But
like a
wait, did
potluck
he have
potluck.
these strong opinions, but then didn't want to actually like set it all up?
I
Or
mean, we
would
were
he set it up?
we were definitely a team. We were
Okay, good.
absolutely a
Good.
great team, but I would say more often than not, he's gonna
fell to
kill me.
you. Okay.
No, no,
Oh,
it would
fell
fall to
to
him, and
Okay,
he made
nice.
spreadsheets and stuff, and I love him, and I should.
Oh, I love that. It's because he's a teacher.
It's 'cause
Like
he's a
that's the
teacher.
teacher mindset. Like here's the lesson plan.
Yeah,
Your wedding was the lesson plan.
it's
So.
true. I mean, but I'm a producer as well, so
Yeah.
it's but that's to keep our harmony. I was like, go for it, babe.
Yeah. That's
You
good.
do it.
I like it.
It's
Compromise
cool.
is important.
But yeah, but my parents, so she had a mental break, and my dad was like, I don't know if I can handle this, and basically my pop was like, you're gonna marry that girl. She wasn't pregnant or anything.
It's kind of that era.
Yeah.
Like, well, you've committed, so you're committed.
I mean, they married late. My mom had me at 39, so
Okay.
they got married when she was 33 because she had my brother close to 33.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Okay.
God.
That's later for their generation.
For their generation.
sure.
Us, it's really normal.
Yeah. People are getting married more closer to their 40s now. My
Yeah.
kids probably won't get married till they're in their 50s, if they get married at all.
Yeah,
And that's
you
okay
don't
if
need
they
to.
don't.
Marriage is just. I mean, the only reason we did, I think, was party.
Sure. Gotta have that big party with all the people.
Yeah, and that sexy health insurance.
Mm.
Taxes.
Amazing. So then how long were they married before they split?
I don't know the math on that because I don't know math very well.
Okay. That's fair. How old were you?
I was 10.
Okay. If she was 39,
So
so
she was
about
about almost 50.
50.
That makes
Okay.
sense. That tracks.
yeah, we got a little bit of math there.
Yeah.
We
We
made
did
it
it.
happen.
Well, that is.
We didn't have to do math.
Take
guys.
that,
We just had to
Thursday.
we had to do a foreign language, not math, when we are theater majors.
Oh, that's really. Sorry, I'm looking over every so often, and Jack just commenting on my wedding looks.
Aw.
Thanks, Jack.
Yes, you can see
It's
her wedding
fun.
on her Instagram.
It's true. We still haven't gotten we had two photographers. One was a friend of ours who just we tossed him a couple coins,
Mhm.
but we did get a normal wedding photographer, and she still hasn't given us her photos yet. I really
Aw.
want them.
Yeah, you want to see those. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Give her a call.
July 1st. Get it
Um,
together, Michelle.
So when
was
they
lovely.
split and when she
Mhm.
got custody,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming when did she go on medicine for her illnesses?
Early 17,
Okay.
18, like right around puberty. And this gets very dark, so I'm actually going to omit this. But
Okay.
she had a traumatic inciting event, which sometimes happens with mental
Mhm.
illness. People who have mental illness might not necessarily, or are susceptible to it, or have a genetic disposition to it, might not necessarily ever present with it. It sometimes could take a traumatic event, and in her case, it did.
Okay.
And yeah, ever since she would have these sort of what we called breaks, and she wouldn't really be there. But
Mhm.
they kept it for me until I was 10.
Wow.
Until the divorce happened. I didn't know that she and I didn't really we didn't hang out as a baby. I don't
Sure.
know when she was back from the hospital after she gave birth to me. She had a break after she gave birth to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know. I'm gonna write this down one day. It's gonna be a full story. She had such a life.
It
She really
sounds
did.
like it.
That there's a there's a character, one of her boyfriends was really wild. He was part of this Bay Area rich people family, and convinced her to go off her meds.
Rich people family.
So
Oh, no.
they had a time, and
Yeah.
he served jail time. Not for stuff that my mother did with him, but some really
other stuff.
heinous stuff. We might call him Bob the Rapist.
Oh.
Because
Oh dear.
no, it was bad.
Okay.
Not good taste in men, except for my dad, who's lovely and wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marriages can end sometimes.
It was the best thing
mean,
for. Well, it was the best thing
For both of
for
them?
him. I think
Okay.
she loved him until she passed, but that's not his fault, and that's not
Mhm.
anyone's fault.
That's true.
I really do love my dad. He's a good guy.
Let's get into our final question.
Yes.
But that was great. I
Good
enjoyed
session.
learning
You guys learned so much about
your
me.
mom. My goodness.
Yeah, Barbara.
I'm looking forward to your book
Yeah,
that you
me
will
too.
write.
I will, or I'll write a
Oh
movie.
yeah, a movie could be
My
pretty cool.
grandfather's stories, like the Holocaust story and how he survived, is nuts. It could be a horror film
Mm.
easily, easily. Like I'm really
So you
glad.
got a few stories that you can do.
So many stories, so many family stories. But yeah, it's crazy how like I like being alive. I like it being in existence, but the stuff he did,
Yeah.
not a good guy. Not a good guy.
Wait, who's not a good
My
guy?
grandfather
Oh.
did
Oh.
some stuff to survive. But
Well,
it's for
you gotta
survival.
survive.
But there are some stories.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that book and
Promise.
or movie as well.
And or movie and or horror Holocaust movie, which not enough though.
That's true. That you're very right.
Like there's like snow Nazis.
Oh, I have not seen Snow Nazis. I feel like very niche horror is your genre. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah. I love any sort of horror movie. I mean, my favorite ones are the more mainstream horror films. Like obviously, I love The Shining. Obviously, I love like The Bad Seed. I love The Bad Seed. But no, I love anything kitschy and campy as well.
Nice.
Anyway, last question.
Last question.
Sorry.
What is a film that helps you through difficult times?
So for all of these times I had tough times, the movie I came back to all the time because my mom brought into my world a love of classic films, black and white films specifically, and I love talking to Alicia Malone about it because
Mhm.
she has not a similar story, but like she also has this appreciation for it. But me and my mom would fall asleep together in her big bed watching Turner Classic Movies, and
Okay.
my favorite one that we had on VHS was Some Like It Hot, Billy Wilder's Some Like
Nice.
It Hot. And I'm really sad. I just listened to. Do you ever listen to the podcast? You must remember this.
I have not, but I've heard very good things about it.
Awesome, really, really good. Karina Longworth is adorable and amazing and insightful. But she had a whole Marilyn, like a Dead Blondes thing, one about Marilyn.
Mhm.
Marilyn hated Some Like It Hot.
Oh yeah,
She
I
hated
heard she
making
was
it.
like drunk the entire time because
Just
she just
drunk. Her
didn't want to
marriage was
be
falling
there.
apart.
Yep.
Didn't want to be there.
I read
Which
her
taints it a bit.
I
Oh
read
yeah.
her biography
Yeah.
written by her sister, Marilyn Monroe's.
Dang.
So I did know that she was like
Not about it. She's like, this
yeah.
is dumb. These jokes are dumb. This character basically has no agency. And she's looking at it, even having seen this movie like hundreds of times.
Mhm.
It clicked that she's absolutely correct, but I still love it so much. I love that
Yeah.
movie so much.
The performance
Lemmon is so
itself, I
good.
feel, didn't suffer because
No.
I think she's great in the movie.
And
But
effervescent and
man, that sucked. Yeah, they had to have her lines like taped inside drawers and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Sorry, and no one gives Marilyn enough credit for her skill. She was a
Mhm.
really good actress, and I think people forget that for this legend.
Sure.
No, it's true.
It's true.
I think they undermine it because of her tragedy and because
Mhm.
of her beauty. But she
Right.
was, I think she was a good actress.
Some Like It Hot is a movie that I haven't seen in a long time. I've definitely watched it with my mom and probably my sister. And I was like, now I'm thinking of the show Bosom Buddies. I wonder if that stemmed from
Yes.
it. Like,
Oh, it had to have. It
hmm.
had to have. I mean, I'm a lover of drag culture and sort of
Yeah.
like gender fuckery. So sorry. So I think that's where one of the places it started. That and
Mhm.
RuPaul in general. Just
Yeah.
watching her show on VH1 when I was really little. That was my favorite. It's like, oh, she's giant, gorgeous woman with bright colors.
RuPaul is
Yes.
amazing. Amazing.
Oh, I love
Oh,
RuPaul.
what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite scene?
And Some Like It Hot.
Mm-hmm.
What
And
would my
have you
favorite?
been to the Hotel Del Coronado?
I have never been, and I have
Really?
always wanted to. It's so close.
It
There's no
is.
excuse.
Okay, so for Comic Con, I'm always like, do I have enough money to stay there?
'Cause
And
ritzy.
and plus during Comic Con, it's going to be even more expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's like double the price at Comic Con.
Oh, I
was
believe
like,
that.
I cannot spend $800 a night on this place. So
You'll splurge. You'll splurge one of these days.
maybe one day. I mean, I could go there just for an off. Like we've been there. I've visited there. I've had like lunch there. But
But the rooms
yeah.
are stunning.
And there's one haunted room there. I don't know what number it is, but it's haunted.
I
People
feel like
ask
you'll know
for
it when it's. Oh, would
course
you
they-
not want
no,
to
I
say?
would not want to, but but
I totally would.
I wonder if they let people stay there, and I'm sure they would request it because people
Maybe
like
it's
stuff
extra
like
because it's like butler service. Like
that.
there may be very helpful ghosts.
Oh, that would be nice.
Get your bags for you, miss. Here, I have a tip for you. Where did they go?
Oh man. But yeah.
But favorite scene. Any of the scenes with Jack Lemmon, like he's after he danced, he's got the maracas and he's talking about his future relationship. As I pull the mic away, I love when oh no, I can't remember his name. Not Geraldine, no, Josephine. Josephine. It's been a couple years, I think, since I watched it. He does the Cary Grant voice, and he's like, nobody talks like that. Cary Grant talks like that. Anyway, it's a good. It's funny.
Nice.
I'm not selling it well.
It's okay.
See something like it hot.
I was thinking a voice that would probably be easier to like replicate with aside from Cary Grant would probably be Humphrey Bogart. I feel like his voice
Bogart
would
for
be
sure.
a lot easier to do.
I'm not gonna attempt.
I can't try it, but I'm just saying in general. Maybe I'll have Stacy try it someday.
Let's talk about Tim Curry. Oh, Tim Curry, sexy, gender non-conforming. I don't know if Frankenfurter was a lady specifically, but legs for days. Tim Curry is a national treasure. I'm so not national. I guess he's international treasure. But I hope his health is okay.
I know.
I'm not looking forward to that
miss
day.
him, and I love all of his old films. He's done a ton of voiceover.
Oh yeah, because his voice to die for. I mean, he is the devil. He's legend.
Yes, he is the devil. I wish. Oh, I almost spoiled something, so never mind.
Are you gonna spoil Legend?
No, I cannot. I'll tell you what I almost spoiled later.
Off air.
Good thing I stopped myself.
Okay, can I another old film I really think if you haven't watched and they haven't watched, they should watch if they're down.
Yes. Give us a
Knights of Cabiria.
No, I've heard of. Wait, I have heard of
It's
it.
Fellini.
Okay.
Also black and white, made into Sweet Charity, the
Ooh.
musical. So that's the basis of it. But the whole plot is this girl, Julieta Messina, who is Fellini's wife and a genius comic actress, just absolutely nuanced clown. I love her. So Cabiria is a lady of the night. It's heavily implied she's a lady of the night to make ends meet. And she just wants to fall in love and she just wants to be accepted for who she is. And she keeps finding the wrong man. And life kicks her in the crotch. And she's just like, screw you, crotch kickers. I'm going to live my life. And it's a really optimistic film. And for anyone who gets kicked in the crotch out there and needs motivation to keep on walking, this is a good movie for it.
So Knights of
Cabiria. And I gotta tell you, I was such a little film geek as a teen that I did a sweatshirt. I got a specially made sweatshirt that said KNI, like Knights of Cabiria, like knights and ladies, in that sort of old English font.
Oh, I do things like that too.
Yes,
like that too.
Nerds.
We could be nerds together.
Yay!
Former USC alumni, School of Theater nerds together. They have some events. I know. We should do those. I did one
I've
last
never been
year.
to one.
Yeah, I went to one last year.
How was it?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
But or wait, maybe
they hit me up for money.
It might have been 2 years ago, maybe. But because Paul Backer was still there. Rest in peace, Paul Backer. We miss you.
Definitely had Paul Backer for a couple classes.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
he's incredible.
That was a big shock.
Let's go ahead and close this up. Thank you so much, Charlie, for being on the show today.
Hashtag crotch kickers. If I've imparted anything with my really intense family stuff, crotch kickers.
Yes.
Incorporated.
Incredible. Where can everyone find you?
Right now you can find me on Twitter. I'm always yammering about on Twitter. I don't know when I'll be on Screen Junkies next. I don't know what their scheduling is like, but yeah.
And hopefully we'll get you back on Schmodown.
Yes. Me and Erica really, really want to come back and compete. We don't have a name yet, but I have ideas for our costume.
Nice. You know what I think
taking inspiration from you guys.
I think it's because
I'm gonna get casual.
I think it's because there's the tournament going on.
I don't know how
probably
you
why. Yeah.
We've only been in Inner Geekdom, so I don't know why we would be.
So once that's over,
in November.
So
look out for me and Erica
maybe
in November.
Next year.
As yet to be named team of adorable tiny people.
Perfect.
That's purely Erica.
Charlie is on. Are you on across all platforms, Charlie _Feldman?
I am except for Instagram where I'm Charlie underscore underscore because someone stole my
Oh,
name. I
oh.
wasn't originally Charlie underscore Feldman, I think, on there,
Okay,
and
so
someone took
two
it.
underscores
Two
on that one.
underscores, which is annoying.
Well, it
Call
happens.
if someone knows Mr. Instagram out there, contact Mr. Instagram on my behalf because I would much rather have just
I
one
know. I would
underscore.
much rather have Miss Movies, but
What?
someone else has it, and it's a private
Oh,
account, and probably because of me. And I don't think she posts anymore. I don't know. I don't. I feel like I should follow her, but she probably wouldn't accept me. Oh well, who knows?
ah,
I'll try it.
screw her.
I'll try it. So Charlie, Charley
Important
underscore
distinction.
Feldman.
I am used to IE, but you can't find me as well with IE because that's not my name.
There you go. On Twitter, Charlie underscore Feldman.
And check
On
out
Instagram.
Chickbait. We will have the truly outrageous a Gem fan film out. Knocking on wood. Hopefully, by fall.
Nice. Okay.
That is our hope. And a horror concept we're kicking around.
I'm all about it. I'm all
Yay.
about it. You can find me all day, every day on Twitter at Miss Movies, Instagram Miss underscore movies, and that's all for today. We will see you next time. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining us.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.